Should you give your work away for free? It's a question we think about all the time as new creatives, especially when we start out. Whether you are a photographer, a videographer, any sort of creative, this is something we kind of have to deal with when we start out. There's a lot of arguments for or against. A lot of people say no, you're devaluing your work, setting up a precedence that you do work for free and those clients now won't want to pay you for work in the future. Some people say it's good, it's a way to get your foot in the door, a way to build up your portfolio. My opinion on this is it depends. My background is in marketing. I went to school for it, developed my skills as a videographer later in life. And one of the key concepts you're taught in marketing is something called a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something that marketers use to get people to look at their real offer, their paid offer. Usually it's in the form of a trial or a subscription. They're giving something away for free, but there's always a catch. You have to buy after the 30-day membership ends. You get a taste for whatever that product is, and they get you to try things so that you'll buy it, and it's known to work. It's a little bit different when it comes to videography because people don't always need a ton of it. Once they have that creative in their hands, they've got it, and they aren't necessarily going to want to buy more once they have something of quality. So what can we do? When does it make sense to actually give away your work for free? For my business, we've given away tons of free work. Sometimes it's work in our benefit, sometimes it hasn't. Well, we actually had a success with this recently, and the reason it was successful is because we did something for free that created value for both us and the client that wasn't just exposure. Every year we have an idea to create some sort of holiday ad, whether it's for Christmas or Halloween or Canada Day. This year we had an idea to do something a little bit different. We wanted to give back to a local charity in a way that wasn't just monetary. It was something that worked out for them and worked out for us. So we came to the decision to help out the local Humane Society. The Peterborough Humane Society helps dogs and cats and different animals get adopted. Our concept to give back to them was to put a story together that could really capture what they do and capture the emotion of what it means to adopt a pet, and how it can change somebody's lives and change the pet's lives. The concept we put together was about an old man who seemingly getting ready for a date. You see him working on something leather, he's getting all dressed up, and in the end he goes and picks up his new dog. A very heartwarming story. We approached the Humane Society and it was funny because they thought it was a scam at first. I think most people do when they're offered free things. What saved us was being transparent. The more transparent you are with your customers, the more trusting they are of you. So right off the bat, I told them, hey, we have the story that we think is going to do really well for you, that we want to create for you completely for free. We're doing this because we want to show what we can do. We haven't really had the chance to show this kind of story yet, to put all of our effort into it, all of our best gear, our best lighting, put a story together that shows what we can do while also helping you. And after a couple meetings, they agreed to it. The results of this story were incredible. We had well over 100,000 views across all the platforms. Convinced the local newspapers, we convinced the local TV news stations to run this ad and to write stories on it. And overall, it was a huge value. The Humane Society got lots of donations, they got new followers, they got new eyes, and that's all that we could hope for. For us, we got to add something to our portfolio that we had never done before, create new connections with a big organization with lots of contacts, and the engagement we got from this story was incredible. Now, if we had gone into our local pizza shop and just made a cool cinematic video of their pizzas, would that be enough that you actually get any results from it? I don't believe so. And those are the type of things that you see a lot on TikTok. You see these people going in, filming free videos which works for them. But the reason that works for them is because they are also filming a TikTok. So they're getting that value back of the views of this video that they're creating. If you weren't doing that supplemental video about yourself, you wouldn't be getting that extra value. When offering free work for anybody, you have to have yourself in mind. Know going into it what you want to get out of it and what value is in it for you, and never just go off of the business itself's exposure. You want to understand what other opportunities can this create for me, and be upfront about that. If you're trying to create a deal and you're new to it, something you can do is offer some sort of free trial. Say, hey, we want to do a 3 video deal, but the first one will be free. If you don't like the first one, we won't do the other 2. But get something in paper, get something written down where they agree to give you something of value in return. So no matter what you do, always sit down with yourself and try to figure out what kind of value is this creating for my clients? Is this creating for me? How can I use that value to improve my business in the future? I hope that helps clear things up. If you have any comments, questions, or want to share an experience that worked out for you where you gave away something for free, please leave it in the comments. Let's keep this an open discussion and help out the new creators who are still trying to figure out whether this is something that they should do. Yeah, like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for watching.